Yo guys, what is up and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about quite a bit. The first thing that we're going to talk about is Joey Gallo and my thoughts on him. After that we'll talk about some players who might get traded to the Yankees in the trade deadline. And after that we will talk about Juan Soto and how he did great in the home run derby and how he might get traded to the Yankees. Alright guys, so first guy that we're going to talk about is Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo, he hasn't been doing that great, and that is why he might get traded. And well, Joey Gallo, he is a great player. He's good defensively, and he has been on the team since last year of the trade deadline. And I have a feeling that Joey Gallo might get traded. And the reason is because, well, he hasn't been doing that great. I mean, he has a 1.64 average. He only has 11 homers, which we really, in the beginning of the season, we really were hoping that he would have more than 11 home runs. It's already technically the second half. So I still don't know what's up with that. So yeah. And Joey Gallo, personally, my opinion, and a lot of other fans probably, Joey Gallo, he strikes out a ton. I mean, he strikes out at least once a game, I would say. In my opinion, I think it's literally impossible for Joey Gallo to not strike out in a game. It feels like he only gets a hit like every once in a while. Usually he's always 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 or 0 for 5. It's just really, really frustrating to watch. And whenever he's up, whenever I'm watching the game, whenever he's up, I just can't even watch. He's literally just unwatchable, Joey Gallo, in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of other fans agree with me on that. And here's the question. Is Joey Gallo going to get traded? Well, Joey Gallo, they did work hard to get him last year. We know that. They had to give away a bunch of prospects. They weren't major prospects, but a ton of prospects. So yeah, I think Joey Gallo might get traded. Yet again, he might just stay with the Yankees. But either way, if he gets traded or if he doesn't get traded, it really doesn't matter because the Yankees are still going to be a winning team and they're still going to do good the way they have been doing. It's just the fact that, some fans and I'm pretty sure himself, everyone's just frustrated of seeing him strike out and just not impress anyone. And that's just the whole point of why he might get traded. And I would honestly rather anyone to fill in the spot for Joey Gallo as long as they don't strike out at least twice a game like Joey Gallo does. So after that, we just talked about Joey Gallo. Now we're going to talk about Juan Soto. And that is if Joey Gallo does get traded. Now, you're probably thinking, why am I talking about Juan Soto when it's a Yankees recap? Well, the reason why I'm talking about Juan Soto is, well, he did win the home run derby yesterday. Well, 2 days ago, because I'm probably gonna post this on, I don't know what day I'm gonna post it, but you guys know what I mean. And yeah, he did win the home run derby, and it was very impressive. But we're not talking about that. It's the fact that about a week ago, something crazy happened. And as we know, Juan Soto, this is his last year with the contract. He is currently 23 years old, I believe. Yes, he is 23. And Juan Soto, he first got called up to the Nationals in 2019. And that was 2018, I believe, too. He was in a little bit of 2018, too, at the end. And 2019 was the year that the Nationals did really good, and he's been with the Nationals ever since. And lately, the Nationals haven't been doing that great. And now, this year is his last year with his contract deal, which means they either offer him a contract deal, let him go, or they trade him in the trade deadline, or they could trade him now. It doesn't really matter, but most teams trade him in the trade deadline. And the fact is that, well, they did offer him a contract, but it was a crazy contract, and very, very crazy contract. And they offered him a $400 million contract for 15 years. And that, now let me just explain, that would have been the biggest contract ever, the most expensive contract, and the longest contract ever. But they offered him that, and Juan Soto, he denied it. And what does that mean? Well, that means that they're probably going to trade him now. And, well, the Yankees do trade Joey Gallo, then they have a spot for someone else, and that is Juan Soto. And now we're going to talk about if the Yankees need Juan Soto or if they don't need Juan Soto. Now, personally, in my opinion, I don't really think that the Yankees need Juan Soto because, well, it's just literally just going to be overkill, and it's really just not necessary. I mean, it would be pretty cool to say that the New York Yankees have Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, who got the All-Star MVP, and then Juan Soto, who won the Home Run Derby. Aaron Judge, the guy who's leading in all of baseball, Giancarlo Stanton, who just won the All-Star MVP, and then Juan Soto, who won the Home Run Derby. That would be insane, I'm just saying. On one team, that would be insane. But the end game is that it's really not necessary. They really don't need all those guys. They really don't need Juan Soto. It's just going to be too much. It's not necessary. And even if the Yankees do get Juan Soto just for now, they're going to have to give up a lot. And I mean a lot. They're going to have to give up a couple of prospects. Probably Oswald Peraza, Oswald Cabrera, a couple other guys. Probably not Volpe because they are saving Volpe for 2024 or something like that. But we could see him. And then they're going to have to give up probably a younger guy in the trade, maybe like Gleyber Torres. And it's just going to be hard. So, yet again, even if the Yankees want to get him, it's just going to be hard because they're going to have to give up a lot of guys just so they could win, just so they could put up a couple extra runs. But I don't really think it's necessary. Like, he's not going to help the team out that much. Juan Soto, this year he hasn't been doing as great as his usual years. He's batting .250, I believe, but he is on the board with home runs though. And yeah, again, I just don't think it's necessary. So yeah, guys, that's the video. Recap of everything. Joey Gallo probably not going to get traded. But either way, it doesn't really matter if he does because the Yankees are still going to be good. And then Juan Soto, he is probably not going to get on the Yankees either. But we will probably see some other kind of trade to replace Joey Gallo if they do trade him. And I'll probably make a video on that later today or tomorrow. So yeah, guys, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, share it out to everyone. Helps me and it helps the channel. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe like I just said. See you guys in the next video. And let's go Yanks.